This is the body camera footage from the arrest of Tyler Canaris, and I don't even think he was arrested. I think they ended up dropping the charges because he didn't do anything wrong. But um, Georgia seems to have a lot of tyrants, a lot of tyrants, and it seems like we see this stuff every few months out of something from down south. Let's see what happens, though. I feel horrible for this man walking to work.
Let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Your hands ain't pockets. Turn the chicken foot a bit. It's being detained, but I'll take your backpack off. Take your backpack off.
Excuse me. What am I doing?
Take your backpack off. Can you explain before you go on the ground, take your backpack off?
I'm going to get picked up for work.
Before you go on the ground. So the officer's already threatening to slam him over nothing. He's not the suspect. He matches, quote unquote, the description. And for everybody that saw the video I posted last week of the Waterbury cops running up and beating up that dude, who were right that time, they were, and everybody was like, they were right. This is when it goes wrong, right here. This is when you match the description goes south.
The chain's like back.
Look at the confusion on his face.
Put it down. Can you tell me what's going on? Put your hands behind your back before you end up on the ground.
Oh, he says it again. That must be this cop's famous quote. That's how he must treat everybody. I mean, he says it plenty enough here. Oh, do this before you end up on the ground. Do that before you end up on the ground. That's how they talk to the public. Especially this man who's committed no crime, who's done nothing wrong, who's actually walking to work. This is how he gets treated. He should have just ran. There's no way that fat cop would have caught him. Oh! Did you guys see that? For nothing. Literally nothing. That fat slob dude just grabbed him and planted him. That's insane. All for nothing. And yet this happens all the time. I've seen other videos that I'm going to put up from Georgia cops doing the same thing. It's almost like they're trained to do this. And it's pathetic.
Get on your fucking back. You dumb bastard.
I love how backup shows up to become a complicit criminal instead of arresting the real criminal, which is the cop. He helps batter and cuff this injured man. He's criminally complicit. That's so sad.
Get up.
Wow.
Get up.
This is hard to watch. But again, this is what happens when you simply just don't listen. Even if it's a lawful order, even if it's completely made up, if you do not listen, this is what these bullies will do to you. And do. I'm not saying all cops. There are plenty decent cops out there that won't do this, but it seems like more times than not, this will happen to you for simply, quote unquote, not listening to an unlawful order.
Mail backpack, right?
Where's the ambulance?
Yep.
Where's medical?
Are you on camera breaking in the car?
Are you on camera breaking into cars? Well, they find out in a little bit that it's not him. So the cop should have done his due diligence before he did this. This is how sure he was that it was him.
I bet you are.
Well, let's search his stuff now.
What did I do wrong?
Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, they are. Oh. I would have loved to have been there when the cop went through that bag and realized what an idiot he is and what a mistake he just made. I would have loved to have been there for that.
Make sure you... Yeah, I think that's the bullets now.
Hey, come out real quick. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Hold on. Let them check you out.
Why's he got his gun out? He's got no real flashlight, so he has to use his gun light. Makes sense. But that was it, man. That was crazy, and that was pathetic. Went through his bag, no stolen goods. What do you figure? Nothing. Wow. That cop did his due diligence. Now taxpayers are going to have to pay out a big lawsuit because this cop's an idiot. Look at that cop. He's not even fit to be a cop. Line me up next to him and let him chase me and see how far he gets. He's going to get about 100 yards and have a heart attack. We need to stop employing cops that are not fit for duty, one. And we need to stop employing dumb cops that don't know what it takes to actually use force on somebody, to actually detain somebody. He had nothing but a matching description. That's all he had. And he took that and took it so far that he injured an innocent person literally walking to work. I saw a news article before where he is scared to walk to work now because he always feels like there's a cop behind his back that's going to come do this. And that's sad, to traumatize somebody, to give somebody PTSD because you don't know how to do your job properly is pathetic. I hope this cop gets fired, and I hope he gets charged. I know we got Georgia Transparency down in Georgia. He's the only one I can think of off the top of my head that does auditing, but hopefully he'll look into it. And hopefully the right thing actually happens and this cop actually gets charged.